Hi friends, Teacher Cheryl here from Play to Learn Pierce County, a program powered by Green Trike and brought to you through the generosity of our sponsors and our partners, to whom we say thank you. And thank you, friends, for being here, getting ready to listen to a story and to do an activity. So today we're thinking about eggs, and I made an ice egg. So this is just a regular balloon, and I put some water in it and made it round and tied it. And then I put it in my freezer to make an ice egg. So I'm going to cut it open. It's going to hatch now. Oh, it's a little wet. Maybe when you cut yours open, you're going to want a rag or a paper towel or something. Here it comes. Out, 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 out. And there's somebody inside this egg too. So I'm going to show you. Take a look. Oh! He was also in my balloon. And so there's so many ways that we can play with ice. Ice is so cold. And so it's a really fun sensory experience. You could put it in water. You could figure out ways to free this little penguin from the egg. Maybe you want to paint with the ice on a dark piece of paper, or you could add some paint to the water when you're making your ice egg, and then do ice painting as well with colors on a lighter piece of paper. But it's pretty fun to paint like this too. There's so many ways to play with ice and have fun with this sensory experience. I'm going to put this little friend right here because the story that we have today, there it is. The story that we have today is about a little penguin and some eggs, and it's also about how we care for each other and love each other, and how we take care of one another when maybe no one else is around to do it, or if someone needs help. It's called Dragon's Extraordinary Egg, and it's by Debi Gliori. So there's the dragon. Lots and lots of things come from eggs. Did you know that? Not just birds, but lots of other creatures as well come from eggs. And this is a story about two different creatures that come from eggs. It's bedtime in the land of ice and snow. Night, night, says Bib's mommy. Sleep tight, says Bib's daddy. But Bib has a better plan. Please, said Bib, can you read me a story? The one about the dragons? Oh, Bib, sighs his mommy. Just one story, and then it's night, night, sleep tight. Don't let the frost bite, says Bib, snuggling in. Oh, look, the book he's giving his mommy looks just like this book. Long, long ago, long before you hatched, dragons came to live in our land of ice and snow. They had lived all over the earth, from east to west and all points in between, but nowhere seemed just right. So the dragons arrived in the icy vastness of our land and set up camp. Did they have tents and sleeping bags in their camp? Asks Bib. I think they forgot to bring any, says Mommy. So he's making connections with how he camps, huh? So to keep warm, they made their home on top of a mountain with a fire in its heart. And there they spent the long, long winter waiting for spring. Look, the penguins are like, who are these guys? They're new to our place. Sometimes it felt as if spring would never return, but slowly the dark skies turned blue, and drip by drip the ice began to thaw. At last the sun returned to the frozen land. The dragons loved the sun. They stretched their long necks and spread their wide wings and polished their hard, shiny scales. Soon after that, the eggs started coming. Eggs with spots and dots and stripes. Eggs with lumps, bumps, and frills. Some of the dragons laid little eggs. Some of them laid huge ones. Look at all different kinds of eggs. They all look different from the outside. But one dragon with no egg at all went off to be alone for a while. So how is she feeling, do you think? Poor dragon, says Bib. I know, says Bib's mommy, but sometimes things happen for a reason. Look. Oh, gasps Bib. Poor egg. Do you see what they're seeing? This little egg down here all by itself on the ice. Yes, that egg needed a mommy, and that dragon needed an egg. It was a perfect fit. The dragon loved her little one through ice and sun, and through dark and dazzle, little one loved her back. Can you see what little one looks like? Does she look like a dragon? All the other eggs were quick to learn how to fly and breathe fire and chew rocks. But little one, there she is, little one, was slow and careful and learned to survive. All the other eggs grew big and strong. They grew long necks and wide wings and hard scales all over. But little one, being small and fluffy, grew courage instead. Means she was brave. All the other eggs were given endless gifts, fast toys, flashing, chattering things that made a noise. But little one was given love and time, the greatest gifts of all. Then one day, the big dragons had to go far away to do big, important things. Left behind, the small dragons grew scared and angry. They picked fights with one another. They turned on little one. You're not a real dragon, they sneered. You can't fly. You can't breathe fire. You're covered in feathers. Sometimes if you're scared and angry, do you feel like being unkind to someone? That's what's happening here. We're covered in feathers, says Bib. Yes, says Mommy. Feathers keep us warm, but they can't keep cold words out. Because what we say is important, isn't it? We want to choose kind words and not cold words. Feeling hurt and sad, little one went away to be alone for a while. Some things happen for a reason. A real dragon's skin is too scaly to feel the heat, but a soft, feathery dragon can feel the first fiery breath when a volcano wakes up. Flee for your lives, little one screamed. The mountain is alive. The small dragons didn't wait to be told twice. They didn't wait for little one either. He's stuck up there on the hot, hot mountain while they fly away. Little one tried to fly, but her wings were too small. She tried to run, but the flames ran too fast. She screamed for help, but the roaring fire was too loud. Then she fell over onto her soft, feathery tummy, which was exactly the right thing to do. Sometimes things happen for a reason. Have you ever seen a penguin sliding down on their soft, feathery tummy? Down the mountain she went, faster and faster, sliding on her tummy all the way to the bottom, where she found something waiting for her. An egg. The egg was very small, but little one had more than enough courage for both of them. And thanks to her mommy, little one knew how to survive through days of dark and dazzle and ice and sun. And much later, when the egg hatched, who do you think was inside? Can you guess who little one's egg becomes? Me, squeaks Bib. You, says Mommy. I was the egg and you were little one, says Bib. Yes, says Mommy. And I knew the best gift to give you, love and time, just like my dragon Mommy gave me. And now it's time to snuggle down. Read it again, says Bib, please. Maybe Grandma will tell you the story this time, says Mommy. Ah, who's his grandma? Please, 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 says Bib. The dragon one about you and Mommy and me. Snuggle down, says Grandma. Close your eyes and I'll begin. Long, long ago, long before you hatched. The end. Do you ever remember hearing stories about when you're grown-ups or little and things that happened to them, or about the time that you came into the world for the first time? Those are really special family stories that we can tell, and it's fun and wonderful to hear those things. Friends, I hope you have fun making an ice egg. Oh, look, my little one is starting to hatch out. I can feel him right here, and my paper has gotten very wet. Sometimes if you squeeze some water on here, or maybe some other things you could try might be salt, and see if you can, or maybe taking a tool and working on it to see if you can get the toy out of the egg and help it to hatch. Those are all fun ways to play with this, as well as just feeling how cold it is. I hope that you have fun making an ice egg, and I hope you like this story today. Thank you, friends. Bye-bye.